Welcome, everybody. I am super happy to have you with me here. We're going to start our trading session in a few moments. God bless you. Thank you for joining me. I wish you well today. Good things, nothing but good things for you. And we're going to do some trading today. We're going to trade the lion method. We do some scalping. We're going to bring in some money. God bless you, and we'll start again in about 5 or 10 minutes. Thanks. All right, everyone. Hey, how are you? Let's get started. Do some trading with the lion method. I've got some background music playing, so let me know if it's too loud. We can always turn it down. But it will help me, I think, to do a little relaxing and thinking. It's been a rough couple days, so I could definitely use some calming influences. Hope you're doing good. All right, folks. Well, I'd like to say I traded well yesterday, but I did horribly, and it's because I wasn't following my system, and that happens. So I'm back on track here. We're going to trade the lion method. Now, if you're just joining me for the first time, lion method is I think it's relatively simple method for finding overbought, oversold, and trading a reversion signal back to the midline. And actually, there was a great setup right here in gold today. Overbought is where we hit these yellow dots. That is our Leto channels indicator. And we sell when we get to the dot, the price level of the magenta dot. And we sold right here. We would have sold, put our stop above the swing high here. Target is either this blue line, which started with the magenta dot, or the 100 MA. If you're feeling gutsy, you can do a runner and hold to the opposite band, and that one just hit perfectly. So we would have gotten out probably right around there on the runner. All right, folks. So that was gold, looked great. We almost hit oversold in silver. Now silver did have another sell signal here about the same time the gold trade happened. We would have gone short right in this area, put our stop right above here. Almost got stopped out, but it did come down to target. And this is a big move in silver if you were trading it. I like to watch silver. Silver is at like really high numbers, might be all-time highs. I was looking at a daily chart for silver. It's pretty much up there, pretty high. All right, copper did the same. We had a sell signal here, would have gone short there. Stop above that blue dot, and we do hit both the 100 MA, which is the yellow line, and it's right at that target level as well. So the runner didn't play out for sure if you do runner on this. All right. I've got the heating oil chart up here. Definitely want to be careful of that. It's got a big gap, big spread. Let's see how many days are loaded too. I think I need to increase the days. Let's go 9 days. We need some more data here. Heating oil, you could have gone short here, but it was stopped out. So that was a possible short. This technically isn't a short, although it would have worked. Okay, I know. Theoretical trades, right?
Now at Verizon, we have some big
Hold on.
news for your peace of mind. For all our customers, existing and new, we're locking in low prices.
I got my music going there. Maybe we'll need to turn that down. All right. Don't want any commercial playing while we're trying to trade, right? Okay, so crude oil here, the micro crude. Nothing set up yet. We've got some, looking for an overbought, oversold in it. Nothing here. Hold on a moment. Let me open up our trading calendar. And let's see what is on the slate for trading today. Or as far as news events. June 10th. All right. Well, we don't have too much today. It looks pretty quiet. Some T-bill announcements, so the interest rates news is going to be pretty busy, but that's about all we've got, right? And let's check a look at Forex Factory calendar. Yeah, not too much. We'll only be trading until there's nothing going on from 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. on the Forex Factory calendar. Micro Bitcoin, we're up to $110,000 on the Bitcoin and the futures here. Let's see if we've had any signals lately. We did have one back here at like 1 in the morning. Come on, Ninja, don't fail me now. All right. So, yeah, that was a valid signal. It was a little close to the 100 for me. I don't like to trade into the 100 that close. But it would have hit target. had you taken it. We'll keep an eye out for any moves in the micro Bitcoin futures. And I do like to watch some cash currency cryptos. One of them here is Solana, and Solana did have a good trade this morning. About 8 in the morning, 8:07, we would have gone short out of overbought. Target was achieved. All right, thank you. Thanks for coming by. All right. Praise the Lord. Glad that I had a visitor right off the bat. Thank you. All right, what do we got here? All right, nothing much in the equities. Equities can be a little quiet in the early morning here before the market. So my primary interest is in the metals during the early morning pre-market, and that's about it. Sometimes the energy markets will move, but my interest is big moves in the metals. The close of Europe and the open of New York. All right, well, our tendency histogram here in copper is up, up, up. Net delta is moving upward. I really would have liked to have seen silver hit the oversold level, but it is not there yet. Big down, net delta is negative. I've added a hash mark to the net delta chart. Now, the actual hash marks show the raw net delta for each bar of the chart. The histogram is showing the difference between the accumulated net delta for the entire day versus its, I think I've got a 20 period moving average. So the histogram is not net delta, it's the difference between the cumulative net delta for the day against its 20 period moving average. So that's why it's kind of smoothed out. But the dashed marks, those are the raw buys minus the sell volume in that on that bar. So here we can see there was a big negative delta. That means a lot more sellers than buyers during that bar right here. So interest here is to go short. We are seeing now some buying coming in with that net delta is printing above the zero. So that number is 7. There's only 7 contracts net delta long. Net delta is negative 86 on that bar. So we can see some flows here. The net delta on each bar was very, very solidly negative. And then we softened up, went positive. The hash mark started trending negative, and that's when we had our move downward. So we're going to take a look at net delta, see if that is a useful thing here in our lion claw indicator at the bottom of the chart. All right, hopefully Ninja won't freak out on me today. Again, we're going to wait for an overbought, oversold setup, and it hasn't come by yet. Still not much in the equities. It's 9:04, so it's early for the equities. All right, silver has hit the 100, exceeded it. Our tendency histogram is positive during this time of the day, so that is interesting. Silver's a big contract. We don't want to go in lightly. We want to make sure we follow our system rules. Now, once we enter the position, there's a number of, there's a trailing stop system, trailing stop logic that I use. Sometimes I will also take a really tight initial stop. I'm in no hurry to trade. I am in no hurry to trade. It's all gonna work out. Let's have a look. What other futures can we pull up? I'd like to drop by some of the agricultural products. Here's soybean oil. Now, the ags stop trading at 8:45 in the morning Eastern time and they resume 45 minutes later at 9:30, so we are waiting for that to happen. 9:06 right now. Bean oil did have a long trade right here earlier in the morning. Would have hit target number 1, would have hit target number 2 right there at the 100. And technically, if you held on all the way through the day, we would have hit our runner going all the way up here. So not too bad. Again, going from rail to rail. So from down here up until the upper price levels hit. Here's another short that worked out. We would have gone short at the highest pink dot, which is right here. Gone short there, put a stop. Put a stop there, there above the swing high, and we would have hit target number 1. If you held to the 100, just a few ticks down from that, you hit target number 2. And if you held onto your runner, you probably would have gotten stopped out. It didn't quite hit the rail here, but it did retrace up to above the stop loss level. I think we would have moved it to break even long before then. Here's a great setup in bean oil yesterday at about, well, this was what? The 9th, yeah. Gone long here, target 1, target 2, target 3. Gone short here, target 1, target 2, target 3 didn't get hit until, technically this dot, so that would have been a really good run. Definitely not a scalp, though. Again, you need to be trading 3 contracts, or at least 2, in order to reach that distance. What is the 6J like this morning? Huh? Who woke up wondering that question? 6J would have gone short here, got stopped out more likely, gone short here again. Target 1, target 2, a good distance in target 3. I like to look at the some of the meats as well. This is feeder cattle. Yeah, we would have hit target on that guy. So there's a short from yesterday. Now the meats they only trade from 9:30 in the morning through I think it's 2:10 in the afternoon. Yeah, 2:05, 2:10. They do not trade overnight. Let's take a look at LE, which is live cattle. Nice setup right here. Perfect setup. Target 1, target 2, and target 3. Could have been here had you held on. Yeah, that would have worked. Good day. Wow, good trading day for that. Let's move it back to 6E. Keep an eye on the currencies. Why not, right? Yeah, we had one trade here in the 6E. It would have gotten stopped. I actually took a trade this morning coming out of this high, kind of against my rules. I was testing something with volume, net volume. I think I made a tick out of it. I did get out in time, thankfully. I went short. You can see by the pink entry marker. I wouldn't have gone short here though. We're right at the 100. All right. Well, we're just killing time here, folks. Waiting for the market to hit overbought, oversold. Let's go back and look at copper. There's copper. Silver, gold. Yeah, there's nothing going on. I think lack of news has dried up this market. Well, there was a trend trade. Now, I don't talk much about trend trades, but this one, we had a rejection of the 100 moving average. We had a buy dot. We had another rejection of the 100. That would have been a good long. Tendency histogram is up. Target would have been easily achieved in just a few minutes. What's a net delta? Net delta was generally going up. Very strong downward net delta against its average, and then a quick reaction upward. This could be a trend trade here if we buy out on a breakout of that level. Let's see if I can connect to my equities feed. Now, I've got to work on my Schwab connection. If you don't know this, NinjaTrader does connect to the Schwab data feed. It used to be the TD Ameritrade data feed, so check out with Ninja if you have questions on that. Kind of a sloppy breakout trade. I don't do breakouts very much, guys, so don't encourage me. Almost overbought, but not white. So this is it. The lion is hunting. We're hunting for trades. We're not hunting for caribou or wildebeest. Hunting for an overbought, oversold market. Look at that. Big tendencies go from overbought to oversold. This will occur right around 10 o'clock. We should see a shift. So the tendency histograms are looking at the last 7 days of data, and they're just basically plotting the average close against the 100 moving average. So the average closes were always above the 100 on average. The close was above the 100 between 8:30 and 9:30. The average closes between 9:30 and 10:16 are below the 100. And the average closes from 10:16 on 10:16 here on to, come on Ninja, don't lose me, 12 o'clock. So 10:16 to 12 o'clock, we have this average above the 100. That's all it tells us. It's not the goose or the what do they call that? The Holy Grail. But it just gives us a little bit of a picture of how this market acts during each step of the day. Now, one thing to consider, so Leto Channels produces these channel levels. This is a lower oversold level, these vertical pinstripes. You see that block. And then above the market, you'll see the overbought levels up here. And between those two blocks is no man's land. It's really an area where the market can just wallow. There is no conviction. I don't see a conviction here. I don't find an edge. So I'm waiting for this thing to get down here where we start seeing yellow dots, or up here where we start seeing yellow dots. And that's what we're looking for, is a market that is extended. There are times when the market extends and continues to trend. That's the way it happens sometimes. But there are other times, like, where was it? Like here, where we hit the level and bounce off it. So that's what we're looking for. We're looking for a bounce off the level, not looking for the trending level. That's a little bit challenging to figure out sometimes. No doubt about it. But we don't trend trade. Looking for that reversion back to the midline. Because that's what overbought and oversold is all about, right? It means it's extended, it's too much. And we're looking for that pattern that retraces from there back to the midline. Now, if I were to trend trade this, I would have gone long here. My target would have been here. Second target, if I was really feeling lucky, would have been the lower edge of this overbought channel up here. But again, I don't trend trade much. 9:20, folks, coming into the open. All right, well, oversold, overbought in crude is way down here at 65.23 for oversold. Overbought is about 66. Nothing setting up yet. Nothing setting up yet. All right, well, here it was an oversold back at 1:30 in the morning. Would have been a good trade. Looking at ways to use net delta in these oversold regions to get in a little earlier. I definitely like, of course, when net delta starts turning upward. So the histogram here starts moving upward after hitting oversold. So we could scalp a few ticks out. I don't necessarily find it that exciting. This would have been a good trade. A big push down and then an immediate rejection upward. So that would have been good on an up closing bar. $9.22. We have no news coming out. Nothing happening on the news day. Today is June 10th. Not much going on the news cycle. Hmm. All right, I'm just doing the hunt here, guys. Flipping, looking for trades. You don't have to pay attention right now. Give me a minute. I'll be back shortly. Give me a moment, y'all. Hmm. All right, 9:25 in the morning. Looking for overbought, oversold. Step number one, overbought, oversold. One thing I'm looking at net delta for is timing the entries on a valid lion setup. So here is one setup, a short setup, right? Now, the timing of the entry would have been on that bar. Net delta was still positive in general. Actually, it was very positive on those bars. So I was very positive on those bars. So I'm not looking to short. That's not an encouragement to go short. I also see our tendency histogram is up. That's not an encouragement to go short either. Now, when we get to this sell setup signal, look at the net delta. Net delta here is strongly negative. It's the zero line is right here. Let me put that in there as well, right? So that's a zero level. So strongly negative. This is a perfect setup. Now the tendency histogram is still upward, but tendency histogram is like icing on the cake. It's not the cake. Tendency histogram is, I'm going to say, 5 to 10% of my consideration. The average location of the close in relation to the 100 is good, but it's not all that important because you can trade still like this one. It is above the 100, but you can still make a profitable trade. And so that's just telling me that the tendency is to be above the 100, and that's okay on a short trade sometimes. So we're going to keep an eye for net delta to be set up right like that. That's what we want to see. When we go short, let's look for negative net delta. Again, these histogram bars being below the zero level right there. That's important. All right, now I need you guys to hold me to it. That's the plan. My Ninja is very slow today. Oh, okay, guys and gals. There we go. So we've got an overbought condition. Tendency histogram is down in gold 2 minutes before the open. My dog is very excited. If you can hear him in the background, we have a setup here. All right, so that is, we're getting some negative net delta, which are these little white dashes. Again, I'm going to wait for a sell dot to appear, this magenta dot. All right, the market is moving up there a little bit, right?
Unlock a new
929.
world of efficiency with the
929. All right, market's pushing back into overbought on the gold, coming in at 930 right here, guys. These are minute bars, so it makes it easy to find out when 930 hits. Keep an eye on the big indexes, right? 930 is coming up. There is the Russell. $9.30. Ding, 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 ding. Going overbought, oversold. Looks like the Russell is taking a nice downturn, so that's kind of in our prediction here. And NASDAQ tends to stay above the 100 during this time period. Has tended to do in the last 7 days or so. I'm interested in gold, folks. We're overbought. We have a tendency to be downward all the way until an hour, 9:28. So we've got an hour of downward tendency. The overbought level for this half hour of the day is up here, guys. So we were hitting it on the prior half hour segment, but now the overbought is up here. So I'm interested. I would go short on a sell dot below this this swing. So let's keep an eye on that. That sell dot will form in a minute. It's a swing dot, just plain Jane swing dot. All right, big positive delta in silver here. Copper could be setting up for a swing trade or a trend trade. I'm not eager to jump in yet. Longer term trades. Ninja is busy thinking. A little slow to react. Still nothing on our overbought, oversold. Gold is still positive net delta. I'm waiting for this sell dot to appear. 1, 2, 3, 4. Should be after this bar. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I need net delta to go downward. We want to enter short on a negative net delta move. So our sell dot is here, guys. This is our sell price. Now it could be go in lightly on a preemptive strike here because we do have a coming out of that overbought area. But the risk here is $300. Now, extension 62 lines not only prints the magenta dots, the cyan dots, and the lines, but it also shows us our risk numbers. Bottom right, $300 is what I want to risk on every trade. And this distance from this swing high to this magenta dot is $60 in distance. So it's 60 ticks or $6 in price. Okay, so the dividing 300 by 60, you get 4 contracts. So that's what we could trade and stay within our risk parameters. Now, if I were to enter early, I would probably risk the 4 contracts, but I would put my stop up here. And therefore, I'm only risking maybe about half of that 300. So that's one way to think about it. I do like that net delta is turning down. That's a good sign. Silver is hit the 100. Now, this is good. Copper is tending upward. The net delta is moving upward. This could be a trend trade possibility. Certainly setting up. We have rising net delta going positive. We have price that rejected the 100, and we have a tendency. It's tapering off a little bit, but again, not a super important kind of consideration. We'll put that on the back burner for now. This is the perfect lion setup, guys, right here. So why don't we let's do 3 contracts. I'm going to sell, now I'm selling early.
Order filled.
I'm going to get out early. It just froze up on me.
Order submitted.
I put a tight stop on this, guys. So I'm in early. I don't like to do that normally, but so I put a tight stop on it. And we'll take our target. Right now, we'll set it at
Order submitted.
at the 100. And I did get a good fill. That's good. Target here is going to be around the 100. Now the target is based on the swing from the blue to the magenta, 62% of that distance going downward. And I like this trade because we have a negative net delta, or getting lower. Our tendency histogram is down. We might get stopped out. I put a very tight stop in here. So it's a very small amount of risk. I'm not here to risk a lot. I'm here to manage my risk. And you know gold can be very jumpy. Alright, silver and copper. Copper still looking strong. Copper and gold sometimes moves in opposites. Micro gold is... trend line here is showing support, so we're right at a support level. Alright, well that's good. I'll tell you what, let's get one of our contracts off. I'll get it off right now.
Order submitted. Order filled.
So I exited one contract for a little profit. So I'm only short 2 now. So let's reduce our stop orders to 2 and limit order to 2. Oh, and my computer is not happy. Maybe it's the music I'm playing. Might be slowing down my processing. I like it though. I like the music. We need a little background levity, right? So now that we have one bar closed completely in profit, so this bar closed and we're completely out of below our short entry price, I'm gonna move my stop down just to above here. I'm gonna tighten it even more. We might get stopped out, I don't know. But I'm risking even less. Risking even less. Less risk is more better. Less risk is more better. Let's exit another contract since it's kind of having some trouble getting through. Let's do this. Oh, we might get stopped out. Net delta is, it's wavering right around 0. I've got 2 contracts short here. Well, if it goes up to my stop, I don't want to be in this trade. This is how you manage your downside. You got to put that stop in there. You must put the stop in there. So many times I have not, and I've paid the price. You pay the price if you don't put a stop in.
Order filled. Order canceled.
Alright, so we did get stopped out. We got pretty much a break even. I think I lost $7, $8 on the trade. Not big. Yeah, that delta's picking up, so buying is coming in here. That's fine. Where are our equities? doing nothing. Nothing going on in the equities right now. Our new entry price I would put here, folks. And I think we could do like 10 contracts short. So, because there's, what do we got? We got 6 contracts between here and here. Half of that distance, we could do maybe 12, but I'm going to estimate conservatively. We'll do 10. I'm going to put a sell stop.
Order
10
submitted.
right below that swing.
Order submitted.
Now we're getting preemptive. That's probably, well, it is aggressive. It is aggressive. I won't argue with you. I like the tendency histogram still. I like that delta is not so impressive. But we're going to scalp this today. We're going to scalp. Silver is going up. Silver and gold tend to move together. Copper can dance to its own drum. All right, well, heating oil has a positive net delta on this moment. Crude has hit a significant net delta push. We're still not overbought, oversold. That's what I want to hit. All right, well, not too much right now, y'all. Oh, let's switch over to meats. Like to take a look at our 942. So let's have a look at what the meats are doing. I like watching a lot of cattle because I enjoy a good steak. Got to admit it. All right. Well, prices for cattle have been rising for about like 9 months now. And it's reflected in our tendency histogram. The market tends to open above the 100 MA. So it's a little bit of a sell-off here. We've got some downward pressure in live cattle. Oversold is way down here though. So we do have an extreme net delta move. And that's all right. Gold can go up. I don't care as long as I'm not riding it up. Delta is still positive. I want to take a look at bean oil now that we're trading it again. All right, not overbought, not oversold. That delta is strong negative. Crude oil, heating oil, copper, silver, gold. Have the daily chart of the NASDAQ. Let's take a look at the Russell. And we got the NASDAQ here. Yeah, look at that, just flat. We got to get way out here, guys, to go overbought, oversold. It's just no direction here, no direction. Gold is going toward 3370. Man, that's a ridiculous number. Redunculous. Alright, come on now, Ninja. Don't fail me now. Okay. Giving Ninja a good amount of load here. Ooh. We are hunting for an overbought, oversold condition. Oh, there we go. There's one. Now this is this spot Bitcoin USD cross. And we're coming into a tendency to be downward. Strongly oversold, so I'm not ready to buy this market yet. Or Solana. Solana is oversold. Technically, could have been a short signal right here, going short off of that overbought level. Net delta was down at the time of the hit, so not a bad trade. Gold is still going upward. Copper. We are on the Lion system, guys. If you want to join me in the adventure, we're trading the Lion system. I would love to have you along. So visit me at my store, store.sbgtradingcorp.com. Uh, I have a number of indicators there. Three of them, well, the two of them are the Lion method, which is the Leto channels. Yes, named after your humble servant, Ben Leto, right here. Yours truly. I created it based on a very unique algorithm to calculate overbought, oversold based on the science of statistical science. Now, there's another indicator in there called extension 62 lines. I know I need a better name for that. I couldn't figure out one, so. But that is the one that's drawing our dashed lines and our blue and cyan dots. And it also has a very simple position sizing method, which is printing text to the bottom right of the price chart. This is looking like a strong trend trade. Very strong trend trade. Let's do a sell limit on the MYM. I'm not going to chase it though. I'm going to wait for it to come to me. Net delta is still pretty much negative. We'll put a stop up here.
Order filled.
All right, we are filled on the MYM. Let's do a buy stop market above that swing.
Order submitted.
And I'm just going to target right here, buy limit 10.
Order submitted.
At the target that extension 62 gave us. So we are short based on a real simple trend. Net delta was strongly negative. Tendency is moving downward. And we just broke this support. Let's see if we get back down. We're underwater right now. I'm not so happy about. Could be a lesson in foolishness. So I'm risking, what's my distance here? My risk is $21 a contract, so 210. I've got 10 contracts. That delta is curving upward. See that? We've got our dash marks are positive. Don't like that. All right, where is gold? Wow, that is looking bearish. We haven't hit overbought here. Now we hit it earlier, but we haven't hit it lately. I'm a little hesitant to add to my misery. But let's cancel this for
Order
now. It's
canceled.
just getting a little long in
Order
the tooth.
canceled.
I would like to consider that as our sell level, though. So let's take a look. Let's get back to our MYM.
Welcome to a moment of calmness.
That's pretty good. Come on now. Alright, let's consider this goal now. They're suggesting 7 contracts to risk the $300. I'm not ready to do that. Net delta is going negative. Tendency is downward. Let's risk 5. And let's go short sell stop.
Order submitted.
Below there.
Order submitted.
Well, the MYM is looking to be a loser. That's all right. Net delta is finally above 0. That is all right, guys. The day is young, so are we. And we're not out of it yet. Yeah, gold is pulling up higher, guys. That's fine. Let it go. I'm not on board. Yeah, I'll turn positive on this net delta. Keep an eye on gold. We can get rid of that for now. Now the MYM is moving back in our direction. All right. Trade smart today, people. If I get filled on this short, my stop is going to be tight. It's going to be right here. Right at the high of that swing. That's a nice reversal. This trade is alive from the dead, y'all. All right. But that's pretty. Tell you what, I'm not gonna die a hero. Let's move our target to right there, guys. Right.
Order filled.
All right, so we got a little
Order
win.
canceled.
All right, that's a good win. Trade was back from the dead, so we made 60 on that, roughly. On that, now 1R here was 200 at $200, and we made 60. So, you know, we're almost a third of an R, just over a third of an R. 3.5. 0.35, let's say, R on that. Now, our reward to risk ratio is very important. That's how you set your position size, guys. And if your risk is, your R value is $10, $100, 500, 1,000, that's your deal. That's your account size. So I like to express whatever you're risking as R. That is how I'm going to try and show you P&L on a day-to-day basis. So we're at 0.3 R. For instance, if you would have risked $1,000 on that trade, you would have made $300 or $350-ish, right around there. Not bad for really a weak market today, man. It's just going nowhere. $9.56. Now, some of you might be wondering, why isn't he trading more, right? Why aren't we in more? We want more action. Well, I'm here to make money, guys. I'm not here to make action. Trading is about sitting on your hands more than it is about entering longs and shorts. Really, guys. I wish it weren't true because I love a good action market, but I don't want to die. Blowing an account. My silver is just nothing either. Not much going on today. And that's okay.
Order filled.
All right. Well, we got some action here. We got a 5 contract short
Order submitted.
in gold. I put my stop right where I said I would. We're going to go right up here. Net delta is positive, slightly positive. Now, the actual target is probably going to settle right in this area. And I will probably, let's take out 3 out of the 5. That'll leave 2 as a runner.
Order submitted.
All right, well, we're in the money, guys. We're in the monies. We're in the monies. But we ain't done yet. In a moment, we'll get our target, the actual target off of that magenta sell dot. It might be a little lower than this. We'll keep it there for now. It's looking good. Looking good. Come on now, keep it going. There's the target. Alright, so let's move there. Gold is selling off. I like that. Net delta is strong negative. Although this last bar is starting to get a little... The hash mark is the actual net delta of that bar. I think we still got some down move on here. Got a little liquidity grab. That's it. Move on down. Plunge that knife down. Go down. Gold is we're short from 33.66. Alright guys, let's move our stop to a little bit break even plus.
Order filled.
We did it. We got one. Alright, we got one. That delta is our friend. We're still Still looking negative. Oh, dare I move my target a little bit further?
Order filled.
We got targets,
Order
guys.
canceled.
We got targets. We got targets. We got it. Hope you're with me on that one. That was a pretty one. There's one. Now another one was right here. So this is a custom ruler too, and I want to make it available to you if you like custom stuff. What I do is I show the value on each tick. So my custom ruler prints out that. You won't see that on the standard Ninja ruler. I do show the net value in dollars, in percent change, but also the volume on bars, ending with this bar and including that bar, 2067. So yeah, that's pretty cool. This is new with Ninja. These price markers. So it tells you the price of this, the price of that. That's pretty cool. Times new with Ninja, whatever version I'm running here. Now I was gonna move my second, third target all the way down to here, so I'm happy though. Guys, I'm up today, almost 1 full hour. Silver is moving, copper is being a little stubborn. So this trend trade in copper just did not hit the target, guys. That would have been disappointing. All right, heating oil. It's not overbought, oversold. Heating oil. I'm not ready to jump in yet. We got that. We got our bean oil. I'm going to switch over to my favorite dinner. Cattle. Live cattle in this case. Now live cattle are the ones we're going to keep on living till the next, they're not ready to go to market yet. Then look at live lean hogs here. So let's pull that up. HE is the lean hogs market. Got a lot of smoke, but no fire on lean hogs. Not overbought, oversold. Let's go back to feeder cattle now. A little more normal market. Now, this is technically a short signal. That delta is sloping up. We do have a long bias, a tendency. I'm not ready to jump on that one yet. No, not ready to go. We want quality, guys. We want quality trades. Silver is oversold. Tendency is looking up. Delta needs to soften a little bit. We can't go long with that much negative delta. Glad we got out of the YM when we did. That's going nowhere fast. Russell is got some positive buying. Positive buying in Russell. NASDAQ, people are just not trading the NASDAQ. We're out of gold. Gold is curling back up. Let me get a new. It's getting slow. Copper, not overbought, not oversold. Make my market. If you're stopping by in my room, I would love for you to like, comment, subscribe. I'd love for you to post a comment because I can talk with you then, and I like to talk to people. Praying for you and talking to you is the thing I look forward to. Trading is fun, but it's not everything. I don't know what you're going through in life. I don't know what your troubles are, what your joys are, but I want you to know that God loves you very much, and Jesus Christ is the way, the truth, the life. He's the one who paid for your debt that you couldn't pay. He is the Savior. So I ask you to just trust Him. I was an atheist for 27 years of my life, my first 27 years, and then I came to trust Christ. I came to trust in Jesus. Very simple. I realized I needed a Savior. You know, there's a great parable, a great story that Jesus gave in Luke 18. It's called the parable of the Pharisee and the tax collector. So I encourage you to read that parable. I read that as an atheist, and it just broke my little heart. It broke my mind. And I realized that God forgives and loves and saves sinners. Yeah, He does. So I encourage you to read Luke 18. If you haven't yet, Google it, Luke 18, parable of the Pharisee and the tax collector. This is my 30th year in belief. So I came to Christ in 1995. Cannot believe it's been 30 years. I was an unsaved person for 27, and I've been a believer for 30. And I gotta tell you this, folks, if I had 1,000 lives to live, I would give each and every one of them to Jesus Christ, because He loved me and He died for me. And He brought me into the kingdom of light. Amen to that. I gotta read that verse. Where is that? God translated us into the kingdom of light, into the kingdom of His Son. Jesus said, or no, Paul said, while we were yet sinners, Christ died for us. While we were yet sinners, Christ died for us. He died for you and for me. Ooh, copper going to the floor, along with gold, silver, and that's gold. Hey, I want to let you know, if you want my free ruler, it is free. If you want this ruler, I'd be happy to send it your way. All right, guys? So just let me know. Email me. Come to my store. I think my email is on the store. info@sbgtradingcorp.com will get me. I want to bless you. I want to give you some good things. All right. Russell is man, guys, we picked a day with no news, and we made money on it too. I'm really glad I got out of this YM trade. We would have still been in it, but that's stomach churning. Stomach churning. Yeah, copper has found selling activity. Interesting, huh? The tendency histogram showed positive here, it showed negative here, and that's when we started getting negative to the 100. Again, the tendency is to the 100 MA, so it is a tendency of price against the 100. Keep that in mind. Doesn't always work out. Tendency does not always work out. Like, you know, I mean, here's negative. You see the little background, the magenta bars. But I'm not preaching this is the Holy Grail. Live cattle. Some back and forth action. All right, well, feeder cattle is overbought. Feeder cattle is overbought, but tendency is up, up, up. Again, this has been a buying market. Here, I'll show you. I'll prove it to you. Let's take a look at feeder cattle. This is a daily bar. Check that out, guys. Since last August, we've just been crazy prices. So it's been a buying market. Very, very cautious about shorting. Let's take a look at bean oil. The bean oil has been mixed. This is a daily bar, guys. Flock of cattle. To the moon. Wow, we're going on the stuff. $60. From 160, well, 170 down here up to 220. So, you know, 50 bucks. Wow, 33% increase. 30% increase, something like that. I don't know. You tell me. Yeah, let's do a ruler. Find out. 30.77. Huh? Was I close or what? 30.77 increase.
With Squarespace, you can do more than just build a website.
Not too small of an increase in our prices of live cattle. Where's 6E? All right, well, the euro's strong. Where is Swiss franc today? That's a daily candle. Lean hogs, HE. Lean hogs, not too expensive. Pork is still reasonable, I guess. I mean, it was down to. We've seen a 27% increase in lean hogs. Yeah, guys, gold did go down to these targets. Hey, we got our money. We got our win. If you feel like sharing a topic on the comments, why don't we talk about how we got into this crazy business? Futures, the greatest business in the world, completely scalable. Yeah, it'll drive you crazy, but it's it's a fun mind exercise to figure it out, right, guys? Heating oil, not too expensive. One market I don't look at very often is RBOB. And that is the gasoline market here. Let's take a look at the daily RB. So leave a comment. Let me know how you got into futures trading. For me, I got into it back in the early 1990s. I'd just gotten out of college and I saw an ad for a mail order course. Yeah, that's how we did things back then. Get a mail order course, and I got into a course put out by Ken Roberts, the famous commodities trader, and he taught me the 1, 2, 3 bottom. You ever hear of the 1, 2, 3 bottom? It's right here on this chart. This is a downward move into new lows for the year. Okay, so this is the lowest low of maybe a year or more. Here's a number 2 level, and here's a number 3. 1, 2, 3. Now, 3 is not as far as number 1. Okay, 2 is where you put your buy order. So you would have bought right at a breakout of this number 2 price, and you would have put your stop. I think he had a stop down here. And this actually would have been a profitable trade so far. Now, back then, we didn't have minute bars, so we did daily bars. That was all you had. And I thought he did, it might have been a 3 to 1. So 1 to 1 is up here, but that's still a ways away. But that would have been, God, that would be a huge move in RBOB, $6,800 trade. Again, this is long term. You're holding for multiple days or months. But that is a 1, 2, 3 bottom. Now there are 1, 2, 3 tops. This would be a 1 right here. 2 is not as clean in this chart. It's almost maybe down here. 3 is up here. You go short right here. Right there at that bar. Put your stop above the number 2, and look at that trade, huh? Tell you what, if I ever had $1 million, I'd be doing that. So 100% of that move is right down there. Not too shabby. This is giving me grief right now. Where is my ruler? Risk reward, ruler dollar, that's what I want. Oh, it's control 1, not control F1. What about a $5,700 move in a couple of, I don't know, a month? Anyway, that is what I learned and how I got ramped up in futures trading. Yeah, isn't that crazy? You don't need minute bars in order to trade. All right, let's get back to trading. Again, leave your story. Tell me your story. 10:18 in the morning here in beautiful, sunny, hot Florida. Bring that back to the NASDAQ for June. So I drew this triangle right around this day, which was March 25th or April 25th, and I said, "Oh, we got a breakout. We got a breakout. This is an ascending triangle, breaking out from that high, coming back to test that high level, and then spiking upwards. That was the bullish signal, guys." And that was on April 30th. That was $51,000 ago. Man, market moves. So this 1, 2, 3, I would have risked $31 grand. And right now we're sitting at 51 grand, but that would have been my stop. And this, it would have been my initial target was 100%. So I don't know, guys. Maybe you and I should trade dailies. Maybe we should sell mail order courses. Oh, who wants to sell mail order courses with me? That's old school. Old school. Selling mail order courses. What you would do is you'd be looking in magazines, the back of magazines, they'd have little classified ads, right? And they'd say, you know, I thought it was like a $20 course back then, which was crazy. So, $20 course, how to trade futures. I think he called it the world's greatest money manual course or something like that. The world TTG, the world's TWG MMC or something like that. He had an acronym, whatever that works out to be, the world's greatest money making course. That's what I bought. That's how I got into this crazy business back in 90 and 91. Oh, guys. Feeder cattle coming out of overbought. Dang, that would have been right there. Negative delta. I'm looking at ways of getting in early on these kind of trades. So I'm looking at the swing in net delta. But I think feeder cattle is on the upward trajectory. So I'm not going to be selling it too soon. Heating oil has been negative quite a bit. All right, let's get back to the Dow. Here's the Dow. Here's the Russells. There is the micro NAS. Guys, I don't know, it's just so sleepy. I'm expecting more action at the end of the day. We're going to be gone in 40 minutes. I'm not going to be around to be with you. I'm up 250 bucks, so it's roughly 1 hour. Let's take a look. What did I trade? So, MGC. So, I risked 28 ticks to make about 30. So it was about a 1-to-1 risk to reward on that one. And MYM, I risked. I was up here. That was 44 ticks to make 12. So almost a quarter. More than a what? No, less than a quarter. 12 divided by 44, guys. Where's my brain at? I need my calculator. 0.27 R. So technically we're at 1.27 R. That's all I traded, right? Ooh, silver's coming out of oversold. Upward tendency. Oh, that's so tempting. That's our risk here. And it's a big amount of dollars. I'm not going to trade it. So this distance from this blue dot to this magenta dot shows in the bottom right in a magenta colored warning color, showing it's a $525 risk. I just don't want to do it. Just don't want to do it, guys. I'm a chicken. Even that little distance is 325. So silver is a big, heavy hitter. That's a pretty trade. I'm proud of my gold trade. Copper is looking positive. Flat line on the 100, so I'm not going to be trend trading this. It just doesn't make sense for me. This could be a trend trade. It's a little bit beefy. So 12 contracts. I'm going to go on a trend trade here. We're going to trend this sucker up. I'm not going to
Order
chase it.
submitted.
I'm buying 6. So big net delta push 10:25 in the morning. I don't know if there's some sort of news coming out. I don't think there's any news for crude related. One of my big problems is I'm not getting any natural gas data, and I don't know why. Might need to call in the heavy hitters at Ninja. I'm not getting any live natural gas data. So that's life. Not going to be able to do that. Futures, I'm going to go to LE here. Where was I? Crude. Alright, let's see if we get filled on crude. My stop is going to be down here, so I'll just throw that in now. Sell stop
Order
market.
submitted.
And we'll put our target up here if we get filled. Not going to chase it. I'm going to wait for it to come down. Crude can have these little liquidity sweeps that bring things back. So I guess all markets can. God bless you guys today. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're along with me to make, you know, 1.3 R. Ugh. I went to Walmart twice this weekend. Yes. Once I picked up my new glasses. I get my glasses at Walmart. They're great. Pretty cheap. New eyeglasses so I can see things much better now. Alright, well we're in on one contract of the 5, of the 6. And then I snuck back to Walmart yesterday under my wife's nose and I bought new shoes. Walmart shoes are so cheap. Oh God, I hope they stay together. Paid $19 for gym shoes. So they seem cushy. And I figured if they're not cushy, I'll just put some Dr. Scholl's inserts in there. Come on, come back and fill me with... come on. Hope you're enjoying my mellow sounds in the background. Coming live. Well, not live, but they're coming from YouTube. Thank you, YouTube. Let's take a moment to credit our music. So here is our music guy. Check that out, huh? This is Healing Soul Frequencies, 52,000 subscribers. Let's give it a plus. So I'm happy to give them credit for this music. Wow, a lot of views since April. Now I didn't pick it because it's a magnet for wealth, success, and positive energy, miracle frequency. I didn't pick it for that. But if that happens to be a side effect, then I say let's enjoy it. That's a lot of mumbo jumbo. I just like it because it was like chill. We need a little chill in our life. God, I do. Well, crude is taking off without us. That is not good.
Order submitted.
We're only long one. Whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-doo. God, I don't like trend trades though, folks. Makes me nervous. That would have been a good trend trade in heat and oil. 5 cattle. I don't know, it's an upward trender long term, and we're finding some support down here. Man, if we had oversold, might be jumping all over this one. We gotta get one more push downward though. 10:31 in the morning. 10:31. You guys have your bacon and eggs? I pigged out this morning. I had 4 slices of toast. I love toast, and I rarely have it. Bread is like the worst thing for you. Trying to lose weight, and but I had 4 slices of toast. It tasted so good, and butter. Yeah, I kind of pigged out. NASDAQ has something going on. This is a trend trade opportunity. We had the rejection of the 100. I don't know, folks. Let's do something, huh? 6 contracts. Let's do 6.
Order filled.
All right, we're long 6 in micro.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Look at that. Bad time to go long in micro NASDAQ. What else we got? We got crude, right? Alright, well we're into it for 4 now.
Order submitted.
We're into 4. Well, this will still be 6, what am I doing?
Order submitted.
Alright, we're in positive here. Micro NAS, what are you doing to me? Alright, my Ninja froze. There we go. Look at that. I don't like this. I don't like it. That delta is 0. Crude's looking good, but long 4 contracts now. Micro NAS is kicking my butt all the way to Pizza Hut. See if the markets can make up their mind here. That's good. Tell you what, we're gonna stick with the
Order canceled.
4 contracts in crude, so I canceled the remaining
Order
entry.
canceled.
We'll go right below our entry. God, platform is just stinky. I'm gonna do a.
Order filled.
Oh, I closed it. I didn't mean to do that, guys. I meant to cancel. Oops, well, we're out. I didn't mean to do that. My bad. Wrong button. $6. Oh, darn it. That was a mistake. I actually just wanted to cancel my waiting orders and put in an OCO order. Alright, well, that was a mistake. Alright, let's get our nurse gloves on. Let's nurse this trade around. That's looking good. All right, I'm moving to target right there because target is based on this blue dot breakout, and that's that level. So I'm being conservative. It's good. That is not good. Trading board, you make mistakes. I thought we had a little trend breakout happening. We saw some actual action in the NASDAQ. I think I was wrong. MYM, Russell, and the NASDAQ. Yeah, NASDAQ. Market is directionless. So this is the problem with trend trades is that you're trading in that no man's land. Very, very bad area to trade. This is, we got delta negative now. Well, this is why I have a stop loss. Yeah, trend trades can get you. Can get you. Any trade can get you. I don't want to sound so negative about trend trades. They say, the wise people say, that a market trends only 20% of the time, and 80% of the time it does this, back and forth. Driving me crazy. What you doing to me, NASDAQ? People are selling it. People said you're way overpriced. Right when I bought it at 21,882, and the people said this too much. Should have listened to them. Never buy at high prices. And that's one other thing about trend trades is that you're kind of buying at highs, right? It's trending upward and you're buying upward. Momentum, quote unquote, is more physics than it is a social construct, but we all talk about trending as momentum. Momentum can end. Momentum can come to an end. It's like in physics when you throw a rock, it has momentum until it hits a big rock and then it has zero momentum. So things can change, guys. Mark Douglas said it. You know, you can do all your analysis, get your reasons why you go and press the buy button or the sell button, and then the minute you've done that, it's out of your hands. Out of your hands and into the hands of other traders. Because the next second can be a completely different picture. Hence why we have stop loss. We got buyers who want to just buy. See, they hit that 100 MA and they said, whoa, we hit Ben's 100 MA. We better start buying. I said, heck yeah, you better start. I agree with them. Guys, what do I know? Oh boy, they're trying to buy at 100 again. 21,862, and they're gonna stop me out, I bet. Those little poopers. This is trading. This is why we have so much fun. Range-bound market, guys. Oh, those buyers are holding on. The buyers are holding on, and the sellers are dumbfounded. What? Why are you guys buying? What are you, nuts? Yeah, I'm nuts. Oh, didn't get my stop out yet. These little turds. Can I say turds on YouTube in a Christian channel? I said it. Can I? I can call them vipers. I can call the sellers vipers. Blind guides. False prophets. Ooh, false teachers. Come on, Nazis. One more push down, we're gonna be cooked. I promised that I would do nothing but smart trades today, guys. What happened? Going on a trend trade in the NASDAQ is during a flat day is not a smart trade. I got out of a bad price here. Crude. No, we're still holding on here. Yeah, white knuckles. Look at that. The YM is happily going up. Russell is above its 100. Tech, come on now. I'll tell you what though. I am gonna get out. If I can get up there, guys, I'm a happy man. If I can get up there, I will not complain. I actually have some profit. $2 of profit. There we go. Dog, get on up there now. So I shortened my target, guys. I just want to get out of this stupid trade. Come on. One more push. Push it up. Positive delta. It's good. Oh, come on now. Don't do me like that. Came close to my stop and it came really close to my target. Wow, I am getting very blessed today. So close to getting stopped out. Yeah, I'll bring it even closer.
Order filled.
Okay.
Order canceled.
I don't mind. You know what? I don't mind. I'm not even going to count that as a trade. It was pathetic. That was so pathetic. Oh, thank you guys for being patient with me. All right. 10:45. We got 15 minutes left. You can tell me what you want to do. Samson, how you doing? Hey, I didn't see you there. You still around? You just saw me finish a pathetic micro NASDAQ trade. Very unhappy with my entry. I was thinking breakout, my friend. Look at that. Breakout here, and it just tanked. That's all right. NASDAQ is just not worthy of my attention. So God bless you, Samson. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're still here. Silver is getting oversold. Samson might have been gone. Samson, my friend. Oh, look at that. You know. Okay, there you are. It's all a part of trading. You're right, brother. But I didn't get stopped out. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Came close. White knuckle. I think, what did I get? Two ticks? My Ninja has been slow today. I got 3 ticks on that trade, so that's a scalp, brother. I did good, my friend. I'm up 1R, so you missed. I had a short in gold, broke down below my lion magenta dot. Boom, boom. We had 2. Could have held on for more, but I'm not greedy. Jesus said, don't be greedy. So I had that trade. I had my YM. I had 2. What did I have? Oh, okay. Yeah, YM, I had a short here that I was looking for a breakout. Came very close to stopping out here. But I got 12 ticks on my YM short. And then Micro NAS took a lot of heat. My stop was expertly placed. And again, 3 ticks on that. And crude, very proud of. I got 6 ticks on my crude trade. How'd you do today? What's your I've got all winners today, guys. All winners. I'm up 1R. So it ain't so bad. How is the Arab Emirates? Life in the UAE? You missed it, brother. I was preaching today. I was preaching out of Luke 18 a little bit just before you got here. One of my favorite parables, Jesus and the Pharisee and tax collector. One of my favorite parables. That one really broke me when before I came to Christ. I read that parable. I'm like, Jesus loves sinners. He justified that sinner. It just blew me away. So thank you, Lord. You do justify sinners. You love sinners. You love people who come to you and say, have mercy on me, a sinner. Have mercy on me, a sinner. Oh, Lord, you're so good. Thank you, Lord, for saving me. Thank you for saving everyone who calls on your name. Thank you, God. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for today. Thank you for giving me the eyes to see and the mind to think and the computer to trade. Thank you for Samson. Yeah, I was preaching a little bit just about 15 minutes ago, maybe. Preaching out of Luke 18. I was telling people, Samson, I have been in the Lord 30 years. I think it's about in August. So 30 years in August is my anniversary. Came to Christ in the middle of late August of 1995. Man, oh man, that's a long time ago. Hot summer day. Whew, this market is just sleepy. Sleepy town. Heating oil. We got a short signal. What do we got here, guys? We're going short. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna limit
Order
in. So I
submitted.
wanted to short here and target here, but I'm going to
Order submitted.
wait a little bit more aggressively. Let's not chase the price. It's kind of moving the wrong way without us. Definitely that net delta. That's what really got me. Net delta is going south here. Overbought, which is what we look for in the Lion system. Overbought. Look for this magenta. Sell that. We hit target. Hit it without me.
Order canceled.
Hit it without me. It went there without me, guys. I was not present. Hey, I'm happy. I made my 1R even after commissions. This is a short in crude. What we got here? We got 30 contracts short. We hit target already. Let's just do 20. Yeah. I don't know. We're already at target.
Order submitted.
All right, let's go short. If we get up to there in crude. Net delta is still negative. We'll put our stop up here. Buy stop.
Order submitted.
20. All right. And we'll be conservative. We're not going to be greedy here. Let's see if we get
Order
ticked in.
filled.
All right, we're short now. Let's go and put our stop right there.
Order submitted.
This is a scalp like they do in the old days, yeah. Yep, Samson, I preach the gospel just a little bit. Just a little bit. Let people know. Yeah, don't like this move. Alright, let's do a 10 and 10, guys. I'm gonna go. Ten and 10. Come on.
Orders.
What'd you trade today, Samson? That's looking better. That's looking better. All better. Come on. We got delta that's sort of negative. We're short crude, guys, from 65.97. Come on, you can go south. I give you permission, crude. Oh, your finals. Are you in college or high school or what are you in? You have a college course in trading, maybe? That would be fun. If not, they should have it. There we go. Ooh, I like that, my friend. Look at that. What are you studying? I'm on now. Crude. Net delta looks somewhat good. It's just languishing. This market is languishing. I'm ready to jump out. We'll get out. We'll get out if we retouch that low. We'll get out half of our spot. Very good, brother. Business admin. You're one of those smart guys. Bachelor's of Business Administration. You're gonna go for your Master's of Business, your MBA? Come on now. I feel like I'm cheating by moving my target up, but I don't know. I did well today. I don't need to prove to anything to anybody. Heating oil hit target. Sugar is sweet, my love, but not as sweet as you. Come on now. Samson, you like my music in the background? You hear it? Yeah, I need to bring a little music in here. I'm getting bored. Bored. You know, the economic calendar is just flat today. There's nothing except a couple interest rate announcements and smart people talking about the economy. Oh, come on now. Yep, music is the compliments of YouTube. Give credit to the YouTube person who made this beautiful thing. Look at this beautiful thing. Huh? Who doesn't like that? Healing Soul Frequencies. Thank you, Healing Soul Frequencies. Yes, it is. I want to play Christian music on here, but, you know, I don't want to do any copyright weirdness. And I don't want to go like rock. Christian, you know, contemporary gets a little rock. A little heavy. I do like them oldies. Oh, guys, look at that. Why would you do that to me? This is trading, Samson. Yeah, we're getting 11 o'clock. This is normally when I close down the room. But we'll hold on. Let's see if this thing shapes up in the right direction. Targeting, what have I got? 14. 140. Oh, what is that? 4. That's 80 bucks. Come on, 80 bucks. Well, maybe I'll get stopped out, but that's just the way it is. We'll see. Glad I got out of the NASDAQ. Thank you, Lord, for getting me out of that one. I was in a pickle. Man, where are you at, Cruise? It is not done yet. Look at that. It ain't done yet. That's what the baker said. It ain't done yet. Hmm. What's your big final in? Do you have a tough class? Ah, Crude, you need to go and settle down. Guys, I think this is gonna hurt me. Thankfully, I got my stop in.
Order filled.
Yeah, there we go.
Order canceled.
All right. Well, I'm down to only quarter of an hour. Took my full hour down to a quarter of an hour. Heating oil going up. Guys, I think we're done for the day. There's my crude trade. Got to consider using my net delta here. Had I gotten out when the average line went below the histo, would have gotten out a lot better. Keep an eye on that one. This is a beautiful trade, but I got out a little early. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. Samson, it's been a pleasure having you here today. I wish you good things on your finals and your tests. I'm sure you'll crush it. And everyone else, I wish you nothing but good things too. God bless you. He loves you and he has a good plan for you and he wants a good future for you. So he is making a way for you to have heaven and He's made a way for you to be forgiven. So take advantage of it. God love you. Guys, thanks again. We'll see you tomorrow, Wednesday the 11th, and we'll talk to you later. All right, have a good one.